Hi there and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I did this dye under the shirt spiral. So I've just got this round container here that I found from a thrift store, and I'm putting the dye on the bottom of the container. This container is kind of like domed at the bottom, which is not ideal. I suggest finding one that has a flat bottom, but it worked. It's fine. So I'm just kind of putting it in a pinwheel type position. This color is Raven. That's just a black. And here's my hoodie. It's been soaked in soda ash and it's still a little bit damp. And I just grabbed just a little piece and I'm spiraling it, as you can see here. Kind of going through the sleeve, making sure that the sleeve is accordion folded a little bit as I fold it over. Here, this is the hood. There's my head. That was the hood. I just kind of accordion folded it as best I could. And then I took my container and I put the hoodie in it. Ideally, your container would be bigger than this one, but this kind of gave a cool effect of a spiral kind of going off the shoulder. So that wasn't ideal, but it still turned out really cool. So I'm adding in the ice here, and then I use the color Kingfisher blue. I put it in like a wedge shape. And the next color I used was teal blue. These are both Dharma colors. And here I am dumping it out. I'm just pouring out all the excess dye, rinsing out my container, and then starting the rinse out process. So for the rinse out process for hoodies and for most of my things, I start by rinsing in cold water and get out as much excess soda ash and dye as I can until the water runs relatively clear. So I just try to get out as much as I can with the cool water. Then I bump the water up to hot and I repeat the process. I like to kind of wring out the sleeves and then the hoodie, the hood part, and then the body part. So I kind of split it into those 4 groups. That kind of helps really wring it out, because if you try to just do the whole thing, you can really hurt your forearms. At least that's how it is for me. So here the water is hot. You can see the excess dye that's coming out now that I bumped the water up to hot. Another thing I'll note is when you do this dye under the shirt, there tends to be a ton of extra dye that you have to rinse out. So that's another thing to keep in mind. You probably want to account for a little more rinsing time when you do the dye under the shirt. So there I just put some Dawn dish soap on it and I get it really sudsy, and I'm just working it all out, trying to get out as much of that Dawn dish soap as I can, get rid of all the excess color. Then I put it in a washing machine in a hot cycle, and that is the final result. It turned out really, really cool. Cooler than I thought it would, especially because it didn't totally fit in the container, but it's kind of a cool effect. I hope you like it. Please comment if you have any questions whatsoever. I love to chat. We'll talk to you soon.